So, good morning. So today it's my day off work finally, and I've decided we're going to do a bit of a walk. So I'm going to take my dogs out today, and my camera, and my partner, and we're going to do the Hardcastle Craggs circular walk. So let's have a look. So we start at Lower Lee, between Slack Bottom and Shackleton, right down through the crags, next to the river, where there's all the beautiful scenery, potentially some birds and things that we can photograph. Then we're going to cut over the tops, over the moors, and then down towards Pecketwell, and then coming right back in again towards Lower Lee, where we'll be finishing our walk. So join me there. Before we do anything, we're going to need some breakfast. Fruit. Where are we going, Simon? Where are we going? Walk. Oh, speak. Bit worried about parking because there's an event on, and usually the car parks up there get absolutely battered. So we're here at Hardcastle Craggs. We're about to do the circular route. I've got to check the route in a sec, but I kind of need toilet, so I'm going to do that first. It was a nightmare getting in for parking. We just had to wait a little bit, so we started the walk later than we originally anticipated. But you know, there's nothing else to do today, so that's what we're going to do. I'll see if there's any photography opportunities along the way. I'm already seeing some, to be fair. Really nice. I've got all the bluebells out and everything. So Hardcastle Craggs is in West Yorkshire, just outside Ebden Bridge. In the 1930s, there were plans to flood it and turn the whole valley into a reservoir. Locals protested hard and kicked off until they stopped it. They tried again a few times after that, even into the 1970s, but people won every time. Now it's protected by the National Trust and still open for everyone to enjoy. Right in the middle is Gibson Mill. It's an old cotton mill built around 1800, and these days it runs completely off-grid, making its own electricity. It recycles all of its waste and even uses composting toilets. The valley itself is ancient woodland. Some of the trees are over 400 years old. In spring, the whole place is covered in bluebells. In autumn, it's full of golden leaves, which is really nice for your postcards and photographers and, you know, people that just like to be out in nature. The wildlife here is unreal. So there are deer moving through the woods, badgers digging about, otters along the river, herons fishing in the streams, and loads of bats flying about at dusk. There's also over 200 species of wildflowers, everything from wood sorrel to rare golden saxifrage. What the f*** saxifrage? What the f*** is it? What is that? What's saxifrage? Well, it just sounds like a saxophone plant. Anyway, let's move on. And instead of flooding the place, they've made over 800 leaky dams made from logs and branches. These slow the water down naturally, which helps stop Hebden Bridge from flooding every time there's a big storm. Basically, Hardcastle Craggs is only here because people fought for it, and they're still looking after it today. Also, if you'd like to visit, pick your dog up. Well, that was a bit of a nightmare, because I thought I'd lost my microphone there, and it turned out it fell in my bag, and I was looking around everywhere, and then I went back to my bag and there it was. That's because I got distracted taking a picture of a great wagtail right over there. See, that's where the wagtail was. It's pretty cool. Check out the roots on them trees. At least those are firmly rooted. Don't know about me. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. I so wish I could let him off the lead, man. He's so terrible off the lead at the minute. Even these hikes, they just don't seem to faze him. It's like, bring more! Bring me more, I don't care! I'm a very energetic dog. He's got ADHD just like me, that's why we got him. thought we'd take a minute to talk about the state of our country. So if you're easily triggered, just probably might want to skip to another video now because, you know, I'm about to rant about it. I've been around for what, 38 years, not as long as some, and I've seen an absolute decline in the state of this country. We used to think it was terrible back then, but it's even worse now. We've got governments that care more about profits and piling high numbers of people into small areas, using taxpayers' money, hard-working citizens of this country, real citizens, whether you're from the Caucasian community, the black community, the Asian community, whatever. Those people have been around and contributed to this country and to its infrastructure, creating jobs and creating opportunities for people. And it's good, you know. But then all of a sudden, there's all this influx of young, working age young men being piled in 5-star hotels, and now Starmer's turning around and saying, oh, we'll just give them a house or whatever they say. I don't even know, to be fair. But I mean, I'm all for helping people, and I am. I think if anybody needs genuine aid, then give it to them. But there's a bloody line, man. From all of the countries. What was it I was reading? That the UK by far, per population, it allows more immigrants into the country. And it does have a destabilising effect. It's happening in Ireland. I think Garen Noon, or Garen Nolan, whatever his name is, we're talking about it and got loads of backlash. But I don't care about the backlash, because I speak my mind, and if people don't like it, they don't have to watch me, do they? You can say what they want about me. I don't care. I've got everything I could ever want in life. I've worked hard for it. But I care about my fellow man. We all bleed the same colour. We're all human beings. Maybe in an ideal world there weren't any borders, but it's not just about the borders, it's about the resources. And we don't have the infrastructure for that. When I'm seeing that people, that have fought and died, or people that have fought, and lost limbs and all sorts of stuff for the country, only to be cast out on the street with not much help. Where charities have to raise money for like soldiers and stuff like that have actually fought for this infrastructure. And but yet, somebody comes over from some foreign country on a boat and they just gets everything. It's just not fair. You should look after your own first, the ones that have contributed to the infrastructure of the country to what it is, because I think those people should have special privileges over other people, and and people should be asked whether we're happy giving aid or not. It shouldn't just be down to our governments to make all the decisions. You know what I mean? This is my view on it. Now, you can say that as you want. You can say that I'm racist, which I'm not. It's not about race. Again, it's about resources. It's about space. It's about all these things. You can say that, I'm a bigot. You can say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I'm all for helping anyone. But I just think there's a bloody line. And a lot of people are feeling that pinch at the minute. You're not alone. There's a lot of people that, that feel that way. There are some strange ideological groups out there that try to shut down this kind of speech because they say it's hateful or because they say this, but they don't really understand the depths of what we're really trying to say. Again, it's not about your skin colour. It's not about your race. It's not about your culture, your religion, or anything like that. It's literally about what the UK can handle. And, with all these increased costs, all these extra charges for old people to keep warm, taxing pensions and all that. And then all of a sudden some working age young lad that could pretty much look after himself in any environment gets over and gets given 5-star hotels and special privileges, and I just don't think that's right whatsoever. And that'll all end up becoming cheap labour. That's the whole point. Pile them out in the hotels, make out like they're seeking asylum, but really it's about putting in cheap labour. So we get pushed aside, and anybody that's come from poorer countries, we're more than happy to work cheaper with these big agencies and stuff like that. So I think that's a real big problem. Right, look, when we went to Tenerife, it was a beautiful country. We tried to respect the country, and we respected the people there. And we're not bailouts, we don't really drink, like a bit of food and that, but we felt that in the hotel that we stayed at, and you look at the reviews as well, so other people felt the same way, that there were a lot of racial microaggressions taking place. they would treat the Spanish people with all happy smiles. They were all welcome to be there. All the entertainment was for Spanish kids and so on and so forth. And then the British guy that went over there, in our particular hotel, moody looks. I even caught them on camera when they didn't think I was looking, giving, you know, backhanded looks and make you feel even nervous whether they're going to spit in your food or all sorts of stuff, just because they've got a general attitude. Now, when I was there, I was like, oh, that's not fair. Why are they treating people like this? What's the deal, right? You know, I'm not a disrespectful bail out, but I understand it. You know, a lot of these people are working these jobs because they too need to look after themselves. They need food, they need to look after families. And you got all these tourists, you know, European tourists especially, piling into that country, right, and creating quite a ruckus, right, causing a lot of stress for a lot of everyone, right. And over time, people start to get fed up of it, but they have to deal with it because they get told, if you don't deal with it, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're this. And over time, the contention and the separation gets greater and greater. And that's been going on a lot, you know. And I will say it has been going on between the British white community, although we're not truly white, we come from all over the place, do a DNA check, and the Asian community and other communities and so on. And I'm the kind of guy that tries to bring that together, because at the end of the day, while we're all arguing amongst each other about his differences, this establishment, this government that doesn't give a crap and they're screwing everybody the same, whether you're Asian, whether you're white, whether you're black, whatever, you know, whether you're Chinese, they're screwing you all the same. And we're all too busy being led on by these fear-mongering campaigns in the media. Oh, this is happening and that's happening and so on. That we're all just turfed against each other. And while ever we're fighting amongst each other because we seem to think we're different, even though we're all the fucking same, we all believe the same and all that, these crazy psychopaths that run this country are getting away with a further tightening of control and taking away your rights and freedoms. A totalitarian tiptoe. This is what we call it, right? It's a totalitarian tiptoe. And this is a real issue because we're all too busy, like I've said, going into all these ifs and buts and peanuts and nuts and that person and them this and them that and so on. And it's just all this separation. And really what we need to do is we need to band together. No matter where you're from, what culture, what background you're from, we need to pull together and we need to say, no, we've had enough. We're not putting up with this shit anymore. We're not going to do it. And that's the whole point. And it's the same with the whole woke mentality. You know, I'm neither left, I'm neither right. Somewhere in the middle, right? If you wanted to say that. Because if I go left, it tilts the bird. And if I go right, it tilts the bird and the bird can't fly. So what I mean by that is there are people out there that are strictly left and there's people out there that are strictly right. And neither one is right and neither one is all wrong. So neither one is all right and neither one's all wrong. The ones on the left are quite radicalised and extreme in their ways by preaching intolerance of intolerance, which makes you also intolerant, so, and a hypocrite, and preaching certain narcissistic delusions and all these things and expecting everybody to change the way that they view reality just to suit them. But then you've got the ones on the right who strictly oppose any form of expression, want, you know, their country to be completely and utterly like, you know, potentially just, well, a certain way. Let's say, I can't say things on YouTube that are, you know, I don't want to get banned or anything, but like, there are certain people on the right that even go as far as thinking that men are somehow like, should be dominant over women and all this kind of stuff, you know, your Andrew Tate situation and all that. So whilst, you know, I look at both of these sides, I think, okay, where's the middle ground? Because balance is always necessary. The Buddha taught balance, for instance, right? And was he ever wrong in anything he really said, to be honest? You know, it's all about balance. And balance is this. We're all human beings, right? We should all learn to love each other, learn to grow together in a practical way that doesn't put anyone else at harm. And not just that, there are certain rules in reality that you can't escape. And you can't expect people to believe that they can escape. And that is where I stand. I'm in the middle. And as a result of being in the middle, the right might call me left wing and the left might call me right wing. But I'm neither. So, because I don't preach intolerance, I preach acceptance, right? I don't think that someone's hateful if I disagree with what they're saying unless it's directly, obviously hateful, which is a debated thing. right? So for me, there's a difference between hate speech and hate speech that people hate. And somebody that is well versed in psychology and things like narcissism, I see a lot of it, especially in the left. Well, in both sides actually. But an example in the left is if you don't agree with someone's delusion of self-grandeur, they start attacking you and wanting to ruin your entire life. So if I can't agree, let's say that that the woman means biological female or man means biological male, if I can't agree with that, then what happens is that I get classed as transphobic or I get classed as bigoted. But what I'm trying to say is, like, so there's got to be a midway ground, because not everyone's going to agree with what you're saying, and not everyone's going to disagree. So what I'm seeing is like an immense amount of separation. So it requires a lot of people to be in the middle of it all, to try and take values from both sides to create a reality and a society that is comfortable for everyone to live in, where we can all have freedom of expression and all these things. So that's the tough part, isn't it, really? It's trying to, people say, oh, you should pick a side. I've been told that. No, you should pick a side, left or right. No, I shouldn't pick a side. There aren't no sides to pick. There's only balance, and that's what I pick. I pick being on the tipping point, the balance. So, yeah, and that's it. That's basically what it is. Anyway, we're nearly at the mill now. I don't know how far we're in because I can't get my OS maps to work. So we'll have a look. Wait, excuse me, there's no sandwiches for you. Come on. Simon. Thirsty? Yeah. What's this? It's actually very warm. I'm sweating like crazy. What is it? Go on now, try it. Oh, I've got to hold my mic because I can't clip it on. I lost it earlier. Oh, it is nice, that. Cool tip. Right there, mate. Want some? Want some? No? I don't think he wants any. So we're halfway around. There's not been many photo opportunities because obviously we've got the dogs and they can be a little bit of a nightmare. This fella's not great off lead, so we can't let him off lead. The other guy's just slow. But yeah, so I thought it's more about just doing the trail. We did get a bit lost because the OS maps don't work around here. So we've just followed the signs and stuff and just kind of gone with his gut on this one. So yeah, I think we've managed to stick to it, but let's push on. You say hi. Say hi. See? No? No? You say hi? You say hi? Right, come on then, let's go. You got a blister? That's terrible. I hate blisters. They're no good, are they? So, they're just all blistering and full of weird jelly stuff. It'd be nice to pick some wild garlic, get it in some butter. Vegan butter. Yeah, tastes nice apparently. So, it's a warm one today. Nice to get out in nature with your dog that never stops pulling. He's excited. Oh, what's this I'm smelling? Maybe I'll mark my territory down here too. This bit's mine, and that bit's mine, and that bit's mine. Oh, this here. This. No, not bothered about that. Yeah, not bothered about that at all. Now sniff around here. I think this bit's mine as well. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, this is mine. Oh, these leaves are mine, definitely. Oh, that's definitely mine, that bit. Yeah, it is, isn't it? We're having a brew. Behave yourself. Hmm? I meant one of them. Noodles. We're gonna have some noodles. That's what we're having. Yeah. Never mind what she says. She's just nasty to me. Yeah. Life is loud. So, I was just walking downwards. There. Can you hear it? It's a pheasant. A pheasant. Let's see what we can do. Finally, something to photograph. Let's go. Pheasant. 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 There's that cheeky beggar. Oh, he's right over there. I wonder if I can sneak up on him. Oh, it's right loud on here. There we go. Come on, pal. Oh, I'll stick my lens cap off. Shit. No, don't fly away now. There we go. Yeah, let's just get down the tree. Get on the tree. Oh, no need to worry about me. I just want to come and make you famous on YouTube. Yeah. Well, considering I didn't have my camos on, proper Rambo'd that one. Although I have cut myself. I hope it was worth it. Stupid pheasant. Yeah, you try and take photos of them, and then they just run away. They're like, nope, don't want to have it, don't want my photo taken. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not, all these animals are just introverted. It's not fair. I just want to try and make a career out of photography, like a sideline career thing, you know, but no, let's just run away every time, because humans are scary. That's our fault. It's our fault because, right, we're just knobs to animals, right? We're just knobs, yeah? Maybe if you start being nice to animals, give it another millennia or something, they might start trusting us again. What? It's fake tan. Did it in the toilet down there. Some woman was like, excuse me, love, would you like some fake tan? I was like, yeah, I will.
It could be dirt, actually.
Oh, it might be, yeah. I haven't had a shower for a few weeks. No, I have really, I'm joking. Oh, I haven't actually, I've had a bath. So, yeah. It could be dirt, but I'm not bothered because I've never got a photo of a pheasant. I know they're quite common, but still, it's quite a nice bird, isn't it? So, right, let's go. Yeah, somebody's definitely sat here for kingfishers, aren't they? You're tempted to take that out and move it further up though, where vantage point is, because they're not going to dive off that, are they? Too much water falling where you need it over at fish. So it'd have been better coming out at the side over there near that pool. I think, personally. Onwards! I'm going to have the same dog that's, because I've got to think about continuity on my video. Can't be swapping dogs all the time. Come here. Yeah. It's all about continuity, Ellen. It's all about continuity, is what I'm saying. Isn't it? Oh. Hi. Yeah, it's funny how I'm putting a video of me being completely abnormal on the internet for all to see, but then as soon as I meet someone in public, I just pretend to be normal. Yeah.